Hi, I hope this is working. My laptop decided it was going to do some random update, and now Facebook's all changed. It's all completely changed. So I'm just going to plug my iron in. Sorry, 2 seconds. I had to unplug it all to get to the laptop and try and get it all set back up. So yeah, Drew set all the tech back up for me last night, which was brilliant. But then Facebook was like, no, that's not working. You can't do that anymore. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I had to shut it all down, restart it. Oh, the joys of tech. How are you all? I hope you're all okay. Oh, I don't know if this is actually working, because let me know, guys, because it's really like jerky on my screen. I've got the camera up, but it's all, the frame rates are really bad. Are you getting a picture? Hi, Jean. Oh, Madeira. That's where I went on my honeymoon. Well, second time round with Phil Berrio. Hi, Kate. Hi. Is all good for you guys? Are you getting a proper picture and stuff? Because on my screen it's all like like really jerky and horrible. Hi, Carol. Lovely. Cool. Shout in the comments, guys, if you have actually got a picture. You can see me and hear me. Ah, there you go. Got bits coming through now. Brilliant. Oh, that's a bit of a really right at the last minute. I'm sort of half working from home today and half working with little man. I've got little man here as well because Cara's had to go into work. There's a bit of a problem with childcare and stuff, so I've got little sausage face today. But he's having a nap, so Alex is kind of keeping an eye on him while he's having a nap. It's a pain, isn't it? Oh, it really is. You look great. Dim problem picture, thanks. Couldn't find one of the cameras. I don't know what I've done with it when we're trying to set it all up. So I've had to borrow one of Josh's camera, but it's got a funny like fisheye thing on it, which makes everything look like that. It's really strange. So what are we going to do today? I forgot what I was saying. My brain's a bit pickled this morning. I've had little man, and he's got his full mischief mode on, and then he had a nap first thing, so I managed to get a bit of work done, and then he woke up and he's gone back off to sleep now, so I managed to get a bit more work done, and then I'm talking to you guys. So what we're going to do today is we're doing more scrappy stuff. I'm really, like I was saying yesterday, really into trying to use up this, like, I'm not going to call it a New Year's resolution because I don't really believe in those. Do you have New Year's resolutions? Do you make them? I always think that if I make a resolution, I'm not likely to stick to it. Whereas if I just kind of think about, I want to plan for the year, what I'd like to get out of this year. Is it a Wonky Star? It is a Wonky Star. This is what we're going to make it. No, if I want a kind of a bit of a plan for the year, then I think, I kind of see it in my head, and then hopefully I'll actually get on with it. My plan is to use up some of my fabric that I've got here and finish some of my quilt tops, because I've got so many unfinished projects, guys. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to go over to the overhead, and hopefully this is all working. Are we over here? Can you all see that? So this is what I thought we'd do today. It's a bit of a Wonky Star. Again, really good for scraps. There's very little measuring. We're going to mess around with all this. It's very improv. So all of your points are going to be. So for those of you who are really struggling with the whole what's the word? You like things to be very precise. My resolution was to sort my stash, and then you went and bought more. Nice one, Leslie. Yeah, so for those of you who like things to be very precise and everything to be the same, this might not be the block for you, but it is brilliant for using up your scraps. So what you're gonna need is out of your background fabric. Now again, this could be done any size, okay? As long as these fabrics are an inch bigger than this fabric, so the fabric you're going to use for the points is an inch bigger than the fabric squares, this can be done any size. I chose to make a little 9.5 inch block, that size, in which case I wanted background squares which were 3.5 inches, okay? And I want 8 of those, sorry. So I've got 2, 4, 6, I've got 8 3.5 inch squares. Because these are 3.5, this fabric for my points of my star, I've made 4.5. So if you wanted it to be a bigger block, you'd say you wanted it to be a 12.5 inch block, you would cut these at 4.5 and you cut those at 5.5. You basically just add an inch on, okay? Just add an inch on to whatever your fabric size is, okay? These could be 2.5, in which case those would be 3.5, etc, etc, okay? And then you want a centre piece as well, a centre square, all right, which is also 3.5. So I fussy cut that little one out of a scrap of my favourite fabric ever, okay? So, first things first, let's get that one out of the way. You're going to need 4 of these, okay? 4 of your background ones. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The rest are going aside, as are the centre square. And you're going to need your points as well. Okay, so who's saying hello today? Wonky Star looks fun. It is a really nice fun one actually. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a nice easy one to make, and you don't have to think too much, which is nice. Taryn, finishing jobs is my aim for this year too. Yeah, I just need to finish some projects, Helen, I really do. I've got half done things all over the place, so that's one of my plans. Jean, you love projects that use up scraps. Yeah, me too. Absolutely, I'm loving all. I like a scrappy block anyway, but let me just, sorry. Hi Patricia, hello, 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 hello Carolyn, hello Sheila, hi Claire, hi Anne, just saying hello. Oh, hello Jane, brilliant. Sorry, just having a, oh come on, down we go, otherwise I can't see the pictures. There we go. So first things first, we're going to cut these in half diagonally. So just lie them up together like that. 1, 2, 3, and I really am just, I cut the squares out of any little bit of fabric that I had. If it's not quite 4.5, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to pop these together like that. Cut it right the way across. Okay. Now, you can keep them in pairs if you want to, like this. Okay, keep them all in pairs. And each point of your star would be the same fabric. Okay, so like these two, both bits would be there. And then the red, both bits would be there, etc, etc. Or you can mix and match it and be really, really scrappy. Okay, I'm going to mix and match it. Well, no, I mixed and matched this one. Actually, we'll keep this one together. We'll keep this one together so you can see. So pop your fabric back into pairs, then you can see the difference then, can't you? Okay, so I've just literally got 4 bits. We're going to start with this one here. Okay, I'm going to give that a very quick iron. Determined to sew my isolation quilt this year. Yes, yes, please do. Please do. So you're going to choose, so we're going to put these right sides together, okay, and you're going to choose any angle that you want, all right? So I'm going to, as long as you don't go too close, so little rule of thumb, leave at least ½ an inch at the top here, okay? So this is going to be, but just think about, this is improv-ing, remember, it's improv quilting, so just put any sort of angle. I'm going to put that one down like that, okay? And think about, when I've sewn down 1/4 inch, I've got plenty of space here on my background square. Okay. Hi Tina, hi from your craft room in the loft, my happy space. You're making storage baskets and a matching quilt for a friend's baby daughter due end of January. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, nice. Please do some pictures, okay? So I'm going to start by doing one like that. We're going to nip it over to the sewing machine, and I'm hoping that's in the right place. Come on, there we go. And I'm just going to stitch down 1/4 inch. Okay, so I'm just going to slide that in there, like that, stitch down 1/4 inch, all the way across, like that. Okay. Alright, and then I'm just, hang on, let me come back over to number 3. Alright, so I've just stitched down like that. First thing I would do is just check, before I cut anything off, that that's okay. I've got a little bit, I've got enough here. Okay, you want at least ½ an inch up here, okay? More than that's fine, but you don't go less than ½ an inch, so that's fine. What I want to do now is just chop off this excess piece here. So I'm just going to line up with the edge of that triangle, chop it off. Okay, I'm going to very quickly just iron that out. You do want to chop off and iron out in between each stage. Now you could chain piece this all one side, which we're going to do with the other 3 in a moment. Okay. The other one, okay, so again, you just want to pick an angle. So I'm going to go quite a cute, is that when it's, oh, I can never remember. I'm going to go quite like that this time. So I'm going to stay away from the middle, okay, and I'm going to go a bit further up this time, and then I'm going to stitch across. So we're going to go to number 4. I'm not thinking about it too much. Don't overthink this one, all right? Just think, right, there we go. That's the angle I want to do it at. Done. Like that. Oh, little man's woken up. That's okay, Josh is on lunch, so that's fine. So we're going to come back over to number 3. I'm going to trim off that bit there, like that. Okay, and then iron this out. Iron this out. You right, Josh?
Yeah, I'm looking for some light.
Oh, in his food bag, Han.
Oh, we have a food bag.
Yeah.
You have a food bag.
There we go. Okay, so you've got something that looks very random like that now. Okay. We're going to square this up to 3.5. Now, because can you see, I've got, hopefully this is in the right place. Is it in the right place, guys? Because I've got my corners here, I can use my ruler and use that as my guide. So 3.5 by 3.5, back to that size. Don't move it. There we go, there. And then I can do 3.5 by 3.5 like that. Like that, okay? And there's my first bit of my Wonky Star. So, when the acute angle is less than 90 degrees, I'm going to start charging for my professional services. I knew you'd tell me the right answer, Carolyn. So there's my my first little bit there, okay? We're going to do the other bits. So, I'm going to take one of each of my triangles. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to chain piece these, alright? Again, I'm not going to think too much. I'm going to put that one on like that. I'm going to put that one on. I'm going to make that one like that. This one I'm going to go smallish, I think. So I'm going to go like that. All right. Back over to the sewing machine, and I'm going to chain piece those. So what have you been up to, ladies and gents? What have you been? Have you been sewing at all over the last couple of days? What have you been doing? Sarah and I had a busy day in the shop yesterday. Not queuing because my customers in, but boy did we get lots done. We really did. We managed to get loads and loads sorted out, so which was good. Tried to get all your orders out. I think all the orders did go out. They did go out. Beth was busy packing them, so she managed to get all those done. Oh, hang on, didn't go back far enough on that one. There we go. There we go. So down we go. So what have you been up to? Anybody got anything to tell me? Hi Jane, finally caught you live. Hello. Right, so we're going to go back over to this one here. Caroline, you're going to charge by the fat quarter or the half metre. You really should, lovely. You're always telling me the right bits and pieces, so I'm just going to gently, yeah, that one's fine. I've gone really, do you know what? Can you see on that one here, I went too close to the edge. I'd lose my point, but I can use it that way. And this, when I put the other yellow one, I'll just go that way because I've got more than enough there. Alright? So, I'm going to just check that one's right. That's going to be a little short, fat one. There we go. What on earth is that noise? And it's Josh playing with the baby, making some really random sounds.
Wow.
Got them. You got yours this morning, Anne. Brilliant, fabulous. Have you all had your subscription boxes? Did you get all those? Hopefully you did. They all went out before the new year, so you should have all had those. And, let us know if you make the little project that's in there. Okay. I'm going to just take a tiny weeny bit off that one. There we go. Right. So now have a little look at them. Should I do them all? No, I won't actually. I'm gonna see. I wanted that one to be that was supposed to be the right hand side, but I went way too close there. So just flip it round like that, and we'll do that like that. Just put that one in there like that. Yeah. There we go. That one's fine. There we go. That's fine. I've got more than ½ inch there, so we're gonna go. Let's go like that. The man's getting very hungry by the sounds of it. And we're going to go at an odd little angle like that on that one. Alright, is this still all making sense, yeah? Everything making sense, guys? So I'm going to go back to the sewing machine. Just been to see your grandsons there, COVID over Christmas. Oh, bless. Oh, does that mean you obviously didn't get to see them then because they were isolating? Oh, It's a pain, isn't it, this COVID nonsense? It really is. Hang on, I'll get that one out of the way. It really, really is. It's just disrupting so many people's lives, isn't it? There we go. So I'm going to put this one on. Can you see? So I'm just following that edge of the triangle like that. And then the last one. And you finished your crochet along. Now you need to finish your quilt along. Yes, absolutely. You're still making sense. I had lots and lots of brilliant family time over the last month. Hope to get back sewing over the next week. Lots of great memories. Ah, fab. And that's what it's about, isn't it, Christmas? It's not all about the, presents and all that sort of thing. Well, it's not for us anyway. Presents, important. Everybody gets a present and things. But it is, we got to play lots of board games and saw lots of fun, all had my people around me, which was nice. Okie doke, right. I'm going to trim that one off like that. There we go. Let's trim all these ones down. And if I was you, I would do lots and lots of these. I would just make lots and lots of, if you're going to do more than one block, do this stage several times, lots and lots of times, and then you can build the blocks afterwards, because then you can mix and match your colours and decide what goes and things. So I'm just going to iron these ones out, and we'll square them up, and then we'll put the block together. And it's very simple to put together because it's just a really simple little 9 patch. There we go. It's been a quiet Christmas for you, Leslie, but it's been nice. Yeah, it was a little bit quiet for us on actual Christmas Day, because normally we have a house full or we have people visiting and stuff, but it wasn't actually. It was just the 4 boys, and then my eldest then came round with the baby and Cara's wife in the the late afternoon, evening. So for actual lunch, there was only 6 of us, which is most unusual. Normally I have 12, 13. So there we go, just squaring all these up again. You see, so that one's going to have a little diddy point on that one. Let's try this one, and I'm just using that top edge to get it up to the 3.5. There we go, 3.5 by 3.5. There we go. You can make, like I said, you can play around these, make these as big or as small as you like. So I've got all these bits now, which I really should just put into the bin, but then part of me is like, oh, those are decent sized pieces, that'd be a bit of crumb quilting. But I've got enough scraps, I've got to stop. Who's that saying? Jane. Spent Crimbo with the family up in County Down, was really nice. Oh, lovely. Nice. There we go. Okay. And now we can start putting it together. So we can add this out. So I'm going to add these ones on. Like this. That one like that. Decide what look you want. And then you've got your 3.5 inch square for your centre. Like that. And then we've got, let's go that way, and that way, and I'm going to mix and match them so nothing quite fits. There we go. And there's your Wonky Star with all the points, the points rather being muddled up like that, which I did different ones. That they've got all the same colours. So should we put them together? We've got time. Small piece to use to make covered buttons. That is true, actually. Yeah, that's enough there to make a little covered button, isn't it? Oh, see. It's very thrifty of you, Jean. See, part of me is like, oh, I should just chuck it all away, but then crumb quilting. Let's just put it together really quickly, shall we? We've got time, haven't we? So, let's pop that one on there, that one on there, that one on there. Over we go. So, Leslie, you had a good sort out of your scrappy pieces and donated it to your local special needs school who used to craft it. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, all those little pieces, give them to, for like sticking, when they do sticky pictures and stuff. Yeah, how lovely. That's that one. Put that background square on there. But you can be scrappy with your background as well. It doesn't have to be all the same background. Just go for it. There we go. So that one's going to go on there like that. Right. Yeah, Jean, I think that's a lovely idea for Leslie's, isn't it? I think that's a really good plan. And then I'm just going to very quickly put the other sides on so you guys can see. So there's my centre one. So I'm going to make sure that that one's on there like that. Let's tuck that one in. And then I would iron it always to like the plain square. So I'm going to iron that one in towards the centre. And these outside ones I'm going to iron towards the non-star square, if that makes sense. There we go, down there like that. So we should probably do like a challenge post or something, shouldn't we really? We haven't done a challenge post for ages. Should I put a challenge post on, guys? Put a challenge post on, and have we done stars before? I don't know if we have. Let me know, have we done stars before? If not, we can do it again, because it's a what's the word? It's a, lucky dip drawer, isn't it? So I'm just going to iron these out a second. So I'm going to iron them towards these ones, that way, and that way, like that. Same with that one, so iron towards the plain square. Let's do a challenge post. Show me your stars. And we'll do it through till next week, okay? So it could be, it doesn't have to be a wonky star, it could be anything at all. This one I'm going to iron inwards towards that one, okay? Have a go at this little wonky star if you like. I think it's a really cute little block, I really do. There we go, like that. You could vary the sizes of these. You could make these bigger if you wanted to, like rectangles, and play around with them so you could get much longer points and things. But yeah, I'll put a little challenge post on. We'll just get this one finished off. Show me your stars, okay? And then we'll draw it on Tuesday next week. Let me go back over here. We'll draw it on Tuesday next week. And I'll just, I'll find something fun in the shop to give away, okay? But I'll put the post on and we'll run it over the weekend. So all the way down like that. I'm off to have my booster this afternoon. So Josh had his yesterday and he was feeling a little rough this morning, but he's not quite bad now. I love it hearing little man in the background. Oh bless, you miss your grandchildren being that age as they grow up so quickly, don't they? I can't believe he's like 11 months old now, it's crazy. But yeah, Josh is trying to feed him his lunch. But all he's doing is trying to get the attention of the dog. The dog he loves the dogs, he really does. And he's just trying to get the dog's attention instead of eating his lunch. Right, it's nearly there. So, but he's got to have his lunch because I've got to go and have my booster in a bit. So I'm hoping I'm not going to feel too rubbish tomorrow, because a lot of people have felt very rubbish after their boosters. Sarah was quite poorly after hers. My mum was as well, actually. They were both feeling they both felt really rough for a couple of days. Oh, and my sister as well. Em was really poorly. So there we go. Quick iron like that. Get it all up nice and flat. There we go, like that. You can always go on the back as well and just give that a quick press and make sure everything's lying nicely. And there's a second wonky star. And you can see, the points, because you're being really random. See, you've got longer ones on some, shorter, fatter ones on others. Play around with them. But I think they'd be quite cute, actually. Again, really nice way of using up your scraps. All right. So, let me just go back to this one. Hi, there we are. Jean, what are you saying? Oh, you wish you had your sewing machine here. Oh, bless you. I know, but you're in Madeira. You're getting to drink all that Madeira wine. Oh, go and have steak on the stone. Oh, have steak on the stone. It's brilliant. Hi, Heather. Hope take a paracetamol. Yeah, it'll be fine. Some people have been absolutely fine after it. Others have felt a bit rough, but it'll be all good. You only had a sore arm from your booster and you flew at the same time. Bless. Thanks, Patricia. Tina, you're having yours tomorrow. I'm worried about my partner. He's still not right anyway. Oh, bless him. So you like the random points? I quite like the random points as well. Yeah. I don't know if I prefer. I think I'd probably make a mixture of the two. Some the same colour and some mixed as well. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. You're stuck in the living room as husband has tested. Stick in the room as husband's tested positive. Oh no, Jean. Oh bless you. Oh, you're on a holiday and then you. That's rubbish, hun. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I wish you had your sewing machine. Have you got anything with you? Did you take any little bit of crafting to do with you? Oh, I hope your husband's okay. Just I hope he's not poorly with it. You're just having to wait it out before you're allowed home. Oh, I can't believe you're in Madeira with that sunshine. Have you at least got a balcony? Are you allowed to sit out in the balcony and like sun yourself a little bit? I hope so. Anyway, I'm sending lots of positive thoughts for you anyway. I will love you and leave you. Sarah's here tomorrow. She can show you a bit of crochet. And then we'll be back. I'll be back next week. I've got the craft store on Saturday at 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. So please do tune in. We've got some new bits as well as some returning favourites and all sorts. But yeah, quite a few new bits as well. So and if you sent your photo in of your isolation quilt, you might see it in the new booklet that we've done. Okay. So I will see you all next week on here. If not, tune in on Saturday for the craft store. And so I'll see you tomorrow. Jean, we had a week before it happened. Jess, have some crochet in the balcony. Oh, at least you've got something. But, oh, bless you. I'm sorry, it's rubbish, isn't it, when you get stuck abroad and you've got it. We were very lucky when we went to Crete. So, but anyway, take care of yourself, my darlings, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Take care.
What we do, we need to eat our dinner.